we're here and get you up to date on what's going on. The Muslim player went ahead and uh, played a 3-op card. It was a winter campaign event that he wanted to save, but unfortunately he didn't have no other card with a 3-op value that could activate Koboka. So that card I was wanting to save towards the end, that winter campaign card, I had to use to implement my plan. So Koboka went ahead and moved out of Tartosa and moved over here to Holmes. And the only thing is, when he did it, he only moved with a few units, but he had to roll for attrition because it says you always got to roll even after movement, all battles and everything else. So he ended up rolling a 6 and lost a unit. So he's only, instead of 3 Seljuk cavalry, I think he's only got 2. Make sure here. He's got 1, 2, yeah. And like I said, everybody's deployed outside of their castle into the area waiting for the Crusaders to come on down. You can see the Crusaders only have 2 routes they could take. One's through a mountain pass to Margat, and another one is through Hama. I went ahead and left Emir down there with a nice force. He's got about 4 or 5 Seljuk cavalry and 1 or 2 Seljuk infantry there at Tartosa. So we'd be waiting now on the Crusader side. I was going to use an out card to activate Toulouse, but instead I have this card here, and it is a 1-op card, but I use it for its event to activate a leader with an initiative of 1. That's a strategy rating, I'm guessed. They don't have initiative. when you're looking at the rules and it points out, it's got a counter example, there's nothing on the leader's counter that has initiative. It's strategy, battle rating, and so on and so forth. So I'll take it that initiative's a 1, which means strategy rating. I used that card and it added 2 to my calls of surrender. You can see over here I activated Tancred or Tanared and or Tancred, and moved him over to Hama instead of the whole stack. Want to take advantage of that event card that says if you have a call of surrender, you can reduce his that leader, just add 2 to any calls of surrender roll. So I used that and rolled a 6 on that call of surrender. But even that, I think the point that killed me is he had less than 6 troops, so I had to add a modifier on that one. But the real one was this call to surrender. I had to modify it -2 because of the 2 failed calls of surrender before. And that goes for all castles. So now with that failed call to surrender, there'll be a -3 die roll modifier, as you can see right there. But yeah, and what that represents is, I guess word got around to all the castles that nobody surrendered yet, so they didn't want to be the first. So yeah, it took a lot to assault these places, and that's why I had to start employing some assaults. But the call for surrender failed. He will not assault because it takes another card, and right now it is the Muslim player's turn. So to see what their response will be, it might be a pass card and everything because we've got pretty well set up. That's wanted to activate somebody in the rear, but I do believe, yeah, well, he's a 2. That number on the very left there is what you want to look for. I have to activate him. And this here is the Muslim hand. So he's got 1. Alright, let me go ahead and look and see. I'm pretty sure all these events, like I said, are Christian events, so they won't be helping me out there, but that's the situation. it is the Muslims card play, and we'll see what he decides. All right, a little more on strategy and stratagems. Roosters and Stratagems was a card that I just played, but I took a chance and didn't move the whole stack. Like I said, tried to go out there and had a call for surrender. I thought that card would pretty well ace it, but my Achilles heel, I guess, was I didn't have enough troops, and people inside the castle seen it and laughed at me. Laughed at my feeble attempt for a call to surrender. So that might have been a good little strategy there. The thing of it is, with this card, you can only activate a leader with one, and a one leader ain't gonna have that big of a command. See that number all the way out to the right. So took a chance, and like I said, I rolled a 6. So I'll tell you what, though, these calls of surrender over here, they'll kill you. You can cruise on in here and see. Yeah. Real calls of surrender. And a little dove got shot. It's kind of cool. Too bad these counters aren't bigger. If they were bigger, like Flying Pig games, counters would be a little bit cooler. Alright, so we're going to figure out what the Muslim player is going to do here. Oh, and I ain't got a light on in here. Let me see if this makes a difference. Forgot to turn me on the light. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Alrighty, we'll be back. Alright, it is Muslim Scorched Earth time. And, play on any opponent's army that cannot trace a path of 3 movement points or fewer to one of his strongholds unblocked by one of your units or strongholds. The army must roll for attrition. And I think I'll play that card on old Tancred. It says he has to have 3 movement points, and that's why the capture that stronghold there at Hama would have really helped. In anticipation of that card, the Christian player tried getting a stronghold but failed. So now this card here will be played by the Muslim player. Alright, so I guess old Toulouse is going to roll for attrition, adding 6 to his attrition value. So that is a bite. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I better count that again. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Alright then, there'll be 9 units in that stack. Not counting the 3 leaders. Good card we played by the Muslim side. And we'll come over here and do the math. Alright. Attrition table. 9. You add 6 to that, and we're all the way over here to the 15 marker. So let's roll for 15. And there's our results. We're gonna take a hit. Alright, let's get over here and we will roll. 4. So Crusaders will be losing 2 units. 2 steps rather. Hold on a second. Alright, now earlier in his loss of attrition, Kerboga lost the first unit of this season. With he had to take a step loss with those Seljuk cavalries. So he's got 1 unit in the dead pool, but it looks like the Crusaders going to join him. 2 step losses. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Where do I take those off of now? Well, the only thing I could do is reduce my 2 Jerusalem knights. Oh, one's already reduced. Not good. Alright, well, another one's going to be reduced. And then which one? Oh, I'll have to eliminate one of them, because eliminating a Seljuk, or not a Seljuk, a Crusader infantry would be missing out on 2 factors. So we will be reducing him to count as 1 and taking 1 out. So Yeah, that was pretty harsh. Whittling away at the Crusader stack. And he just lost. Nice little unit there. Jerusalem. Let's see if we can't get a zoom in on that. Looks like it might be a nice little counter there. Yeah. All nighted on up. And gone way of scorched earth. So it'll be a one for the Christian dead pile. Like I said, he's over there on his reduced side. Now I do have a card on the Christian side that lets me bring somebody back from the dead pile, so that might help. But that was the Muslims action round. Card play is now on the Christian side. And let me see here. Oh, card play. Oh, shoot. After an assault on the Jerusalem, scratch forces. You may take one unit belonging to any friendly Christian power from a dead pile and place it in a friendly space, including one under siege, or flip 2 friendly castles or 1 friendly city on a low garrison side. So I don't have any friendly castles on a low garrison side, but I will take back that Crusader casualty. The thing of it is, that's a 3-out card. I don't have anybody. Oh shoot, that's the only card I could use to activate Toulouse. Oh, either I activate him or it's gonna be the blown season. Can't use that on a Jerusalem card yet. Oh, do I want that unit back that bad? Hold on, we'll be right back. Alright, the Christian player is going to play the old Citadel card for its 1-out value. Now, the Citadel card's kind of complicated, but basically says after you've lost a assault on a city, you get another try at it, I guess, because you go draw to the Citadel or something. It's really, you have to read this. Some of these cards are vague. You got to read this event, but yeah, if you win, recapture a city. If the city is assaulted from the outside, Citadel garrison may participate. This is complicated, but I need the 1 value to get some Crusaders going. It's going to be a long march, a lot of attrition, but he needs to go. Oh, or should I? Well, I need a 3 card to get the ones from Constantinople. And I got some more Byzantines over there in Constantinople too. Oh, shoot. That might not be a bad idea. 3 card. Instead of using this for its event and getting back that Jerusalem Knights. I'm going to play it for its op value of 3 over here in the pile. And we got some forces coming from Constantinople. What can they do? Well, first we'll move them from Constantinople to here's a nice little Byzantine stronghold at Analia. Analia, okay. He's gonna roll. He's got two units there. Attrition table under 2. Now we have to do some foraging modifiers on this one. Space with a empty with a friendly stronghold. That'll be 1. So instead of what's he got? 2 units with him. He only has 1. I'll take that. Okay, so now we're down to 1 unit. Harsh terrain, none. Mountain pass, none. Enemy stronghold, none. Coming from Asia Minor, 5. So bump me up to 6. I'm not being shadowed. 6. Don't want to get a 5 or a 6. 2. Okay. He comes in unmolested. So it'll be his 1. 2, 3. And then I'm at the Seljuk stronghold at here we go again. So Lucia. Alright, well, we came a long ways from there, so we'll have to roll on attrition again for 2 under the 2 table. He already foraged, so I don't think he's got to forage again. So that's cool. So let's go underneath the 2 and roll. Yeah, once you forage, you don't have to forage again, no more of that turn. So we'll just be rolling. Anything but a 6. A 1. Okay, so he makes it there fine. All right, well, that's the Christian's response. I brought in old Greek Talikoyos. I can't. Is that a T? I guess there. Tatikaios. So he's been running. I'm wasting my cards too. Only got 2 cards left. Same thing for the Muslim player. So this campaigning season's coming down, but I needed to get him on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, leaders can only move 4. So trying to get a little bit of reinforcements before I make my push. But that Jerusalem card's sitting there. I need to clear it away so I can get down there, but it don't look like it's going to work that way. Muslim players blocked my way. And another thing about this little Jerusalem card, Hardy's Knights from Jerusalem. You notice they got that little sunspot on here. I guess that's corresponding with these sunspots. It means that is restricted. Ain't no way he's going out in the desert. I guess with all that armor on there and everything. But yeah, that's what that sunspot is. These guys do not like the hot weather. Wonder why. Be back.